Welcome to online classes. Today we will start with third chapter, that is user defined functions. As we have studied in earlier classes that functions are already built in the C language, right? But in this chapter we'll study that user can also define her own functions. The first line of this chapter says, as we see in our daily life, we need help of other people to do something. In the same manner, a computer program finds itself in a similar situation. It cannot handle all the tasks by itself. Instead, it requests other programs like entities called functions. In C, a function is named unit of a group of a program statements. This unit can be invoked for the other parts of the main program. It means it can be called, it can be invoked, it can be used anyway in the main function. But it can be defined outside the main function. There are two types of functions: built-in or library functions and user-defined functions. Library functions. Some operations like the square root, sign value, the frequency the function is used is already defined for a programmer, right? For a programmer as such as you have to know that you have to use printf, scanf over and over again. Is it definitely required? Yes. It is going to cost you a lot of time to use them and define them over and over again. So C, for a C compiler, these functions are already defined in header files. That is, a simple scanf and printf functions are defined in stdio.h, standard input output header files, right? For mathematical functions we do use math.h. For strings we use string.h. Correct? Then comes user defined functions. Apart from the library functions, that is built-in functions, users can also define functions to do a task relevant to their programs. Such functions are called user defined functions. These functions should be codified by the user, means programmed or explained by the user, so that any call to the function can refer to it. So when the function is called or it is referred to in the main function, it can be used. The main difference between these two types of function is that library functions not required to be written by us. A very important line. The main difference between the two types of functions means user defined function and library function. Library functions need not to be defined over and over again by the user or either built by the user. It is already defined in the library. Whereas user defined function has to be developed by the user. User have to define a function or build a function that can be used in a main function. It can be used over and over, but it is useful. Need of functions. Why do we need functions? We know that every program must have a main function to indicate where the program has begun its execution. Remember when I said there is only one main function in C program? This is where the language knows the program has started or been initiated, and this is the execution step, top-down approach. The program may become too large. Okay, if we are using lot of mathematical calculations and logics, right, it will become eventually too large to handle. And when the program or the steps are too large, you cannot find your mistake. You cannot judge if you missed a column, missed semicolon, missed commas, missed a bracket, overuse of these things, it is really hard. To make them easier, user can do is user can make your own functions and define and pass on those arguments in the main function. With that, debugging or error finding is easier. It facilitates top-down modeling program. See, top to down execution, then reusability, it can be used again. Debugging is easier, finding errors are easier, and building a library. With this, you can, when defining or creating an app or a window, this is easier that you can use those again and again as a library function. Generally, functions will process information passed to it from the calling program. So what happens is, normally functions process the information that are called upon to them and return a value, or either return null value. It depends, you're passing an argument or passing an value. So in order to use functions, the programmer must do the following. First of all, define a function, name a function. You have to name a function. What will the function will do? Declare the function. Declaration of function must be correct. Use the function in main code or the main program, main function. You have to use that function, otherwise C won't recognize a function outside the main. Passing arguments and parameters. What are arguments? These are variables used in function. Variables A, B, C, right? Variables used in function references are called arguments. These are written within the parentheses followed by the name of function. They are also called actual parameter as they are accepted in the main program. Now the very important point to remember is that arguments are accepted in the main function. That is why they are called actual parameters. Variables used in the function define or function definition are called parameters. When user is defining a function, creating arguments, this is where user passes on values. Those are called parameters. They are also referred to as formal parameters because they are not accepted values. Their values will be accepted in the main function in the form of arguments. Be careful with this because most of the problem lies in arguments and parameters. What's the difference? This is the main difference. They receive values from the calling function. C program always begins its execution by main function. So we'll have an example of addition function here. If we say user have to create a function addition, it can be used in the main here. The values that are passed on here, parameters, are used in here, arguments. Remember, arguments and parameters, this is the way it is used. And this is an example. Now remember, header files include stdio.h. This is a header file used for normal standard input-output functions, scanf, printf, etc. Right? Now here, int add, the value or the data type of the function that you are creating, add, it is int a, integer. Then the arguments, the parameters that you are passing are int a and int b, two values. Int r, the value of r is a plus b. Return r, the value of r should be returned here. Now when you call it in a main function, this is where the execution starts. Int z, a new data type, a new variable. The value of z is add the function that you have created, 5 and 3 actual parameters, right? Arguments. Print the value of z. Now this will return is, the value is 8. The value of z is 8. You have defined the value in here and it is called in here. The point to remember is that user can use any name in here. Let's say Ram. Then I have to do is use here as Ram as well. 0 and the value is same. The point being is it's easier to create any function with any name. You can pass on anything within them and you can pass on arguments in main function. That's easier that way. You have to read this, follow the instructions, return value, what is return value? Then main function program. Why do we need a main function program? Black boxes. What is a black box? A function is simple terms can be viewed as a black box. Any function that you have created or defined in C is a black box. The values are stored there. Black box means actual information that is stored somewhere, right? Consider this program. Same, you have created an function, display name, then this is the value it should be printed. Now when you call this in a main program, this will be demonstrated on the explained or displayed on the screen plus the value of this function, which is this. Now your output will be here in the form of execution, form of function. Function has a form, argument list. This is a syntax. Remember syntax, the way it is written. Return value. What is the return value to this function? It can be defined to do nothing. It can be called it. Guys, please remember that user defined function is just another form of expression that you are using. A simple expression that you have created to do something. This was the main part of user defined function. The following will be the examples. Try to create these programs in C compiler or a C program. Same here, you can define any name, you can define any values in here. Anything is passed on and arguments. Return values and their types. Why do we need return function, return values, and what are its types? Simple, the expression, the value that you want to return. Correct? These are some examples. If you want to have a further explanation of these, do let me know. We'll discuss them in a separate video. A second form of return with an expression, return values of an expression. Same, return xy, values returned. Calling a function, there are two examples. You can call it by like this or by this. Correct? A simple plus program, the value is called upon from the user. These are very good examples. Try executing them and creating the program that you require for your own use. Be creative. Passing a value, value, how the value is passed. Function accepting the arguments and return one value. Different arguments are accepted but returning only one value. Correct? Very good explanation. Functions with arguments but no return value. Till we have studied that return function is always returning a value, but there are functions those pass on arguments but do not return a value. In the arguments and parameters should match in number, data types in order, but the calling function does not return any value. Instead, it prints the data in its scope only. The communication that is done. Here, an example. Main function and two different defined void read values and value. No return value. See, value is no returned. Another example. And storage classes, static variables, external variables. There are two different ways to characterize variable by data type and by storage classes. Two different types. I mean, static, what does that ring? Static means that has no static or permanent value. It can be changed. Static variables are stored in memory. Their default initial values or initial value can be a 0. They are local to block. What is a block? The function or the statements that you have defined within a parenthesis. They are local to those. But an external variable, they are defined outside any function. Their life is so long as the program execution comes to an end. In different words, they are global, not local. It can be used in any way. These are few examples. External variable, function with no arguments but return value. Another complication, right? A simple explanation to that. Here the called function does not receive any data. The function that you are calling is not receiving any data from the calling function. It manages with its local data to carry out the specific task. However, after the specified process, the called function returns the computed data altogether to the calling function. It is also one-way data communication, not step by step. Here, in main function, you have defined float sum, float total function. Now sum is equal to this, straight as that. In this user defined function, you have said that total function is x and y and the value returned is x plus y. There is no back communication, the value is simple. Alright? With this, our chapter is complete. If you have any questions, do let me know. Try solving exercise questions. Good luck and thank you.